You're listening to Only in Seattle.
Let's talk just a little bit about the process. So when you go out, you will measure the home?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for me, my process is that we get the order, right, starting right at the very beginning, and I will do my research through county records and to see if there's a previous listing, to see what county record says the property
Gathering
is.
information.
Just all the data collection, right, which is a good stepping stone, although the next step is probably much more important, where you actually go out and see the property, because the data that you get online is often incorrect, right? So we go out, we measure it ourselves, and we actually do the bathroom count.
That's the data that the Zestimate is relying upon.
Yeah.
And that's why it's not accurate a lot of the time.
Right. I mean, people would be surprised at how often the county records has the wrong square footage or the wrong bathroom count.
Yeah.
I did one a couple days ago where it had the wrong bedroom count. County didn't even know how many bedrooms a house in Everett had.
And they may not have been inside in many, many, many years, decades.
Or never, right?
Or never.
I don't know, right? Who knows?
Yeah.
Zillow's never been inside anybody's house, I'm sure of that. But so from collecting the data and really truly getting a good handle and good understanding of what the actual subject property is, from there you can go out to the marketplace and research what your best comparable sales are, and we have our criteria that's based off of, and our experience in the markets and just experience in doing appraisals. And from there, we go out and we actually drive by and look at every single comparable sale as well.
Yep. You physically drive by it. So you've physically been into the subject property, gone through it, taken photos of all the rooms.
Oh, yeah.
Measured it.
Yep.
Wrote down all your notes.
All the notes, yep.
And then you leave, and then you go look at the comparable sales, and you drive by, and you physically take a photo.
Yeah, because, again, real estate agents, when they're putting that stuff in MLS, they may get it wrong, or they may be, embellishing a little bit to try to help sell the property. That's their job, right? Yep. And if you go and drive by and look at it and go,
as you would know, because you are also a licensed broker.
Yes, sir, I am. Yeah, and they say new roof, and you go and look at it. Well, it was a new roof 15 years ago. Well, that impacts the condition, and when buyers went and saw it, that impacts their purchase price on that property, because they may negotiate based off of the condition of the house versus what it really is versus what it said on MLS.
So you're sitting in your car looking at the listing, and then you look up at the home, and you are kind of determining, all right, does this match up with what I've got going on here?
And you can take, and the other thing that oftentimes is probably the biggest impact that you see when you're looking at comparables is that on the MLS listing and on county records, everything looks fantastic, right? And it's great. And this is going to get us back to the beginning of our conversation. It's right next to 405. And that was not mentioned anywhere, because that was a big no, right? Down value.
And you wouldn't know that unless you looked at the plat map.
Yeah.
Or it's written up on the listing. And right next to 405 is typically not a freeway, is not a selling point.
Yeah. Yeah, high power overhead power lines, right?
Yeah.
All that stuff.
Difficult.
Maybe it's next to that slaughterhouse we talked about. Yeah.
Right.
But those facts are not often put in the marketing remarks, because
they're not positive. They don't help sell the property.
Yeah,
so what's the rest? So you've taken a picture of the comps?
So you've collected all the data that you need on the subject. You've collected all the data that's required on the comparable sales, and then you bring it back to the office, and then we start filling in all the factual data in our reports. A to Z on everything from the subject to the comparables, the size, the sales history, were there sales concessions on any of the comparable sales, what's the quality, what's the condition. And from all this different data, you can iterate what each of the different subject amenities market value is and extract that to make adjustments.
And you grid it. You actually grid it. It's kind of like an Excel sheet.
It's a lot like an Excel sheet.
Yeah.
In fact, it's very much like that. And then from there, you get a range of values that are adjusted values at the bottom of this Excel spreadsheet grid, right? And then after you've gotten the numbers of what all the adjusted values are, you need to determine which of those are most similar to the subject and which of those adjusted values you put the most weight on for your opinion of value.
Yep. And then you do your final reconciliation.
You put it all together.
And that's where you weight which comps are the best.
Yeah.
Because people often hit me up, well, this comp adjusted out to this really high price over here. And I'm like, yeah, but this one is the most similar and it's lower.
Yeah.
And the reason you want to use this one is because it's higher and this one lower, because that's what you want.
Yeah. And
not necessarily reality.
Yeah.
But that's what you want.
Yeah. And that's putting together a number based off of a want or need. That's not unbiased, right? We have to look at factually which of these comparables is the most like, and that will get the most weight. Do we still take into consideration that high one?
Sure.
Something must have gone on, and
it's
we typically dig that out.
You got the low end, and depending where your subject is, you're going to be somewhere.
Usually in the middle somewhere.
Somewhere in the middle of the range, unless there's something really weird about the home.
Yeah.
Or something like that.
Which I'm putting together one right now that's going to be a bugger, and it's...
We're going to talk about that after
the
podcast.
We got to go through that one. Yeah, that's going to be a good one.
That's a fun one.
Yeah.